How's it going, everyone? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today we're going to be attempting to ride the longest skinny I have ever seen.
Oh baby, oh baby. Okay. Control here. Okay, I'm going.
Every time I've rode by this over the past couple years, I've thought to myself, there is no way I can ride that whole entire skinny. But you never know unless you try. So we're going to try it out today, see how it goes. We might watch me fail and fall off over and over, but that'll be entertaining too. So probably can't tell from here, but it goes on for a long ways. It'll go up that little hillside up ahead and down the hillside. First thing I'm going to do is actually measure how long it is, because I'm curious. So I've measured the circumference of my wheel, which is about 94 inches. So we're going to walk down this whole thing and see how long it is. As you can see, I have tied a little piece of grass around the tire. So we're going to walk along this thing and measure how many tire rotations it is. Whew. Shoulders are tired. Okay, 78 total rotations. So 78 rotations, 94 inch circumference on the tire, 7,332 inches, 12 inches in a foot, 611 feet. So that's over 2 football fields, American football fields in length. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty long. And to have it snake through trees and woods and zigzag back and forth, pretty crazy. I don't know if it's possible for me. We're gonna give it a go. All right, so here's our first attempt. Here we go. Breathe, breathe. Ooh, 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 ooh. Tricky little spot here. Ooh, that's skinny. Oh baby, oh baby. Okay. Okay. All right, so that was okay. I'm happy with that as a first attempt. My body was just leaning a little to the right over and over and over, and I couldn't stop it. So let's give it another go. Ooh. Ooh, that's a tricky section. That's tight. A few pedal strokes in here. I like the gear I'm in. 2 options, left or right. I think this was perhaps the easiest option, but all right, so now we start a little downhill section. Trying to keep good brake control here. Okay, I'm going. Okay, that was all right. Made it maybe 2/3 of the way. Still have to make it down that hill. All right, attempt number 3. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I honestly feel like I can do it. I just need to focus in a little better, and sometimes it just takes a few times to get familiar with how it feels. Here we go. Yeah, that line to the left is definitely a little skinnier. Probably a little more tricky. if I get this today, maybe I'll come back another day and try that line to the left. All right, here we go. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Made it. Oh, that was awesome. I kind of came to a complete stop at that one point, but that's because I really feel my weight was off center and I was gonna tip over if I didn't, and it worked. Not the smoothest, but I do have a few tips that I've learned from riding Skinnies over the past few years. The first is to breathe. Obviously, when we are all focused on something, really concentrating, we have the tendency to hold our breath. It helps to have nice smooth breaths so that you can stay calm and you don't tense up. So for the next tip, I have a little story. I grew up actually riding dirt bikes mostly, and there was this one time where my dad and I were on a ride and we were climbing up a hill and I kept hitting every single big rock on the trail. And my dad said, "What are you doing? Why are you riding over every single big rock on the trail? Why don't you go around them? Look where you want to go, not where you don't want to go." So that's my next tip. Look ahead on the Skinny. Don't look straight at your front tire. Don't look at the sides where you could possibly fall. It's helpful to look ahead and have a plan in place of where you're gonna go. The next thing that's helpful is to be in the right gear. And sometimes you have to play around with this a little bit depending on the trail and the Skinny that you're riding. For a few pedal strokes in here, I like the gear I'm in. For this one, I'm gonna be right in the middle of the cassette, and that'll allow me to get in some pedal strokes at points if I need to. Next thing is a good athletic stance and a good body position. Always important anytime you're riding a mountain bike. But to stay upright and stay comfortable, arms bent a little bit, knees bent a little bit. You don't want to be way too far over the back of the bike or lean too far forward. Keep your fingers on the brakes so that you can use them if you need to. Try not to come to any sudden stops, because as soon as you suddenly stop, it's much harder to stay upright and you tend to tip over. So maintaining a nice, comfortable pace is super helpful to stay on the Skinny. All right, so one other tip that I just thought of is, if you have time, walk along the Skinny. See how narrow it is, get a scope for any off-camber sections or obstacles you have to avoid, tight turns, that kind of thing. Well, everyone, thanks for watching. That actually went better than expected. I guess that just goes to show that sometimes we set limitations on ourselves. Definitely applies to various aspects of life. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.